Sauce Hot Pit will be, well, right there outside turn number 2 where it always is here at Lucas Oil Speedway.
Again tomorrow, same starting times tomorrow night. It'll be the Salute to Don and Billy Gibson. Of course, the originators of the Show Me 100 back in 1993 down in West Plains, Missouri. And then Saturday night, $75K to win tonight's $10K. Can Garrett Alberson finally go to victory lane in the Lucas Oil Series here in 2025? He's on the Victory Fuel pole, DJ. He's out of Las Cruces, New Mexico, and Jonathan Davenport second in the points alongside in 49 out of Blairsville, Georgia.
Second row back on the inside, Hudson O'Neill out of Martinsville, Indiana, the SSI Motorsports 71, and on his outside, the Riggs Motorsports Longhorn Factory team, Heartbeat Hot Sauce on the side of the 76. That's Brandon Overton.
Current points leader sporting the Midwest Shima DeLorean spoiler to be Ricky Thornton Jr., the defending series champion out of Chandler, Arizona, in the Golden Beard, Tyler Bruning out of Decorah, Iowa in 16.
We move back to row 4, and on the inside, we find a 6-time winner already in 2025. It's Cade Dillard in the 97, and on his outside, out of Winfield, Tennessee, the Winfield Warrior, the 2018 World of Outlaws champ, that is Mike Marlar.
Carson Fergus is going to have to come from 9th, the Paylor Motorsports 93 to get his first Lucas Oil win, Lincoln to North Carolina, and Brandon Shepard looking for his first series win of the year in the number 1. He's out of New Berlin, Illinois.
Jeremy Shaw's been good since he unloaded tonight. He'll start in 11th on the 1S, and on his outside in the Double Down Motorsports, number 99, that's going to be Devin Moran.
Row 7 looks this way. On the inside will be Dylan McCowan out of Urbana, Missouri in the 8 car, and Gordy Gundaker looking for a good run tonight. He was top 10 in last year's Show Me 100. He's out of St. Charles, Missouri.
Keep your eyes on the smooth operator, Bobby Pierce, James. He's got to come from the 15th starting spot in the 32, and on his outside, out of Aurora, Missouri, 2-time and defending track champ, the 98 is Justin Wells.
Row 9 will be the 2T out of Paragould, Arkansas. That's Tyler Stevens, and Aaron Moran always runs well here at Wheatland. He's at the 1XM. He's out of Richmond, Missouri.
Clay Stuckey going to roll from the inside of row 10. He calls Shreveport, Louisiana home. He'll be in the 15 for his dad, Ronnie Stuckey. And on his outside, out of Earlham, Iowa, in the 22, that's Daniel Hilsebeck.
Spencer Hughes came from 7th to 2nd in the first B main. He's out of Merida, Mississippi in 19M. And Donald McIntosh leading the O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year chase. He's in 79 out of Dawsonville, Georgia.
And your final 2 starters, Fayetteville, North Carolina's Big Perm, Dalton Wilson in the 18D, and Lakeshore, Minnesota's Dan Ebert in the 60. Well, Ben Shelton, they dressed this racetrack up just a wee little bit. Didn't need much. What do you have your eyes on for this 45-lapper?
Yeah, they went out there, and honestly, no moisture was added to it. They just had to go tickle the top of the racetrack and kind of open that moisture back up. I'm going to watch the top of that track come in. The bottom is still really good. There's a lot of traction, and I think in 45 laps, it's not going to change a ton. But I tell you what, from the outside front row, Jonathan Davenport at Lucas Oil Speedway, starting on the front row, he's going to be tough here tonight, guys.
All right, JD off the table. Who you got, James? I know who you're going to pick.
I was thinking about a Skyline Motorsports top 2.
Oh.
Bruning and Marlar. I'm going to go Garrett Alberson's finally going to get it done here tonight. He's going to break the Moran Davenport Thornton stranglehold. Going to get his first Lucas Oil win of the year, DJ.
Hudson O'Neill was very, very good here back in April at the spring shootout. He swept the entire weekend. He has been running pretty well here as of late with Jason Durham coming on board the crew chief. That entry, I think Hudson O'Neill goes 3 for 3 in Lucas Oil Speedway visits.
It's been really good. I mean, there's not a bump out there. It's smooth as glass all night long. Richard Turner does the track prep work, and it's not an exact science, right? If it was easy, everybody do it,
That's
right?
That's right. I am a track prep guy. I am not.
Man, it'd be tough. It's tough being a promoter nowadays, isn't it?
You are not wrong about that.
No doubt about it. Danny Lorton, of course, the general manager, assistant general manager, Casey Schumann coming on board this year. Fabulous facility. Obviously one of the best that you will see anywhere, whether it be dirt track or NASCAR or whatever, right here at Lucas Oil Speedway, Wheatland, Missouri. 10,000 tomorrow night.
Yeah.
75K Saturday night. Don't forget, we also have the Crown Jewel Cup this year. We've got one in the books last week at Eagle, and that's going to pay $15,000 to win here in 2025. Again, Sunoco Racefuels Road to Wheatland, $2,500. It's either going to be Davenport or Thornton after Saturday night. How about Cade Dillard? He was here back in April, again running an independent schedule the rest of the year. And can he get his first win in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series of his career.
He could. He very well could. A few drivers have said that there's Hudson O'Neal. We talked about him, the 2 wins here back in April. You talked about Cade Diller. A few drivers in the pit said this track reminds them a little bit of Vado Speedway Park out there between Las Cruces and El Paso.
Facility.
Yeah, and that was where Cade Diller got that prominent first Outlaws win there a couple years ago.
We are so blessed in dirt track racing. They have such great facilities. Hudson O'Neal swept the weekend here in April. That was a $27,000 payday for the SSI Motorsports team. Okay.
There we go.
So you pick O'Neal, I pick Alberson, and Ben picks Davenport.
Well, we all really went out on limbs there, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
All right,
lights
are turned off. Yes, sir, my friend. 45 laps will be the distance tonight. In the 12th annual running of the Cowboy Classic, they go green in the Nutrien Ag Solutions starting zone with Garrett Alberson and Jonathan Davenport in the front row.
The Snoco 58 gets the jump into 1. Garrett Alberson broke his own track record at Eagle. He was the fastest overall qualifier tonight. They come out of turn number 2, Davenport, O'Neal, Overton, Thornton. But Garrett Alberson of New Mexico Hot Shoe, he'll lead lap number 1 here tonight.
Garrett Alberson, you talked about it, James, looking for his first Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series win of the year. Looking solid out front, just a lap into this one. Still side by side for the second spot. Ricky Thornton Jr. went down to the inside of Jonathan Davenport. He'll try to go down to the inside again. That car's a little uneasy off the corner. Will allow Hudson O'Neal to get run back to the outside. Hud back to third. RT fourth. Brandon Overton right now rounds out the top 5, and Garrett Alberson walking away early in this one.
In the halfway leader, he'll get $100 Hellraiser Jacks, who will be the Hooker Trucking Hard Charger. O'Neal's got it 4 out of the 6 last races in there. Down is Brandon Overton. He lost a drive shaft in hot laps, and he's got problems here tonight in the Heartbeat Hot Sauce 76 off the pace while running 7, DJ. The first Coleman Farms Racing caution of the race.
I don't know exactly what happened to him. It was almost like that car just lost power coming down the front straightaway. So a tough break there. You talked about the drive shaft that he lost a little bit earlier on tonight. And we'll take a look at the instant replay here once again and see exactly what happened. You're going to see he's got his arm out the window. He knew something was amiss on that Longhorn Factory team number 76. Just don't know what it was, but a tough break there for Brandon Overton, who before that was running inside the top 5.
And in that heated battle for that 4th and final spot into the chase comes in tonight 6th. So you've got Alberson, O'Neal, Overton, Shepard all bunched up there. And it looks like his Thursday night has ended here at Wheatland, Ben Schulte.
Yeah, you got to wonder maybe if it was something that continued from the driveline issues earlier, what it might be. When he rolled past me, he was still under power, but obviously needed to get pushed off the racetrack. The engine was still running, so perhaps something in the driveline, and that team will head back there to the attention of Anthony Burrows, and if nothing else, try it again tomorrow.
And you see him waving to get pushed on back is Brandon Overton. So
Justin Tharp, Ryder Cantillo, as you see him there in the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit in communication. And let's see if they look at, well, I'm going to take the hood off the car.
See if they can diagnose what the issue is. Maybe a wiring issue then underneath the hood. Again, Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit located just outside turn 2 here at Lucas Oil Speedway in Wheatland, Missouri.
Again, it is full points tonight and tomorrow night, and of course Saturday, so they put the hood back down. Looks like terminal issues for the 76 DJ.
Well, tough break there. The rest of the field lined up in the Delaware double file restart, and they're going to be going green this time by. 3 laps are in the books, 42 laps remaining, and Garrett Alberson's been your leader since the drop of the green flag. They fire in the Nutrien Ag Solutions restart zone.
Davenport second, O'Neal, Thornton burning your top 5. Burning 4th last week at Eagle. Davenport will slide right through the middle. There comes Thornton on the bottom. O'Neal up top. They try to go 3 wide down the back straightaway. O'Neal will split Thornton and Davenport. Good battle there, but Alberson again had a huge lead 2.5 seconds before the first caution, and he stretches it out already in a turn 1 with 4 scored.
And Hudson O'Neal with a nice move right there to momentarily move into the second spot. You really see the field fan out back there behind your race leader, Garrett Alberson. Alberson just looks like he was shot out of a cannon here in the early stages of this one, leaving these cats to battle back here from second on back. O'Neal, Davenport, Thornton, and Bruning.
Well, when you got a setup, you just want it. He wants it to stay green, don't he? He needs a PSG here tonight. We saw that, what was it, Hagerstown? He had a good lead there and had a couple of cautions, and Thornton got around him. But right now, he is threatening to blow this one wide open. 2.3 seconds, a straightaway lead almost over O'Neill for Garrett Alberson.
The 58 owned by Ken and Beth Roberts. We'll take a look at the gap as he comes by this time. There's Alberson and there's Hudson O'Neill running in second. That's what 2.5 seconds looks like here at Lucas Oil Speedway.
Thornton in fourth, Bruning, Shepard, Marlar, Moran, Ferguson, Kate Dillard is 10th. And we got a wreck in turn two, and it is Mike Marlar and Kate Dillard, DJ, and the Coleman Farms Racing caution out again here.
Yeah, Mike Marlar whipped around on the 157. I don't know if he had help or not, and then Dillard came in just a tick late as well. Marlar's going to go back to the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit, and we'll see if he comes to the attention of his crew. Yep, there he does.
He was running in 7th. Dillard was running in 10th. See if we have a Dave Warren Power Sports caution. Is Josh Davis, Jerry Sprouse, Cody Smith down there checking out the Infinity by Wells 157. So the second caution will take the Dave Warren Power Sports replay, DJ, with 7 laps complete as the caution was displayed.
Well, here it is. He's going to get just a little too high. Yep, right there. He got just a little too high where the track starts to shelf off so the cars can go back into the pit area. And when he dropped that right rear over, it sent the tail end of that race car around. You see our camera mounted there in the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit. And
remember, he had that hard accident here a couple of years ago. But
yeah.
Marlar back here for the Show Me 100. I don't believe he was here a year ago, but of course he was here in the spring, and he's coming back out. So 7 lap score, DJ. It's Garrett Alberson, 2.5 again. Was the lead. The same as it was before the last caution. O'Neill, Davenport, Thornton, Bruning, your top 5, Destin.
Tell him get that lead to 2.4. That way they don't
see what
they don't
Dillard. There was no contact with Marlar, Dillard. And let's see if Cade's going to head back to the pit area. So he has to go to the back. So Shepard is 6th. Marlar was 7th. So Miranda go to 7th. 8th is Ferguson. Dillard to the back, so Jeremy Shaw and Bobby Pierce move up. 7 down, 38 to go.
Garrett Alberson back out front, Nutrient Ag Solutions restart zone. You see Jonathan Davenport swing way wide on that restart.
Shells off.
Ooh, baby.
Here comes the Golden Beard through the middle. They are picking. Second on back is a Hornet's Nest. Thornton throws it in on Davenport. Crossover by JD. At the line, half a car length Thornton. Alberson, 1.4. You know he wants it to stay green. Am I right, Destin? Am I just seeing
You're
things?
Always right, James.
Well,
you are always
not necessarily.
Right. He wants it to stay green for a while, at least till he gets to the back of the field, and that's going to be a hot minute because there's some pretty tough customers towards the tail end of this field right now. Looking on back from second on back. Well, Ricky Thornton Jr. settled into that second spot. Jonathan Davenport third. Fourth, 5th, 6th, and 7th there on your screen, led by Tyler Bruning over Devin Moran, Hudson O'Neill, and Brandon Shepard. And don't look now, but Bobby Pierce has come from the 15th starting spot inside the top 10.
Dylan McCowan, 10, Shaw, Gundaker, Justin Will, Steven Stuckey, your top 15. Battle there, Carson Ferguson, Bobby Pierce. 2 seconds. Right now, the advantage over Ricky Thornton Jr. stretches out another 1/10 of a second for Alberson. He's entering turn 3, Thornton off at turn number 2. Again, Davenport, Bruning, Moran. Boy, Tyler Bruning, he was good at Eagle last week. A top 4 there. Right now, in 4th here tonight at Wheatland.
Rocket 1 down to the inside of Hudson O'Neill. That's a battle for position number 6, Hudson O'Neill. Hud had been working the very inside of the racetrack, that groove that you see both Carson Ferguson and Bobby Pierce utilizing, and then he moved up to the top side. Car maybe felt just a little bit better up there. They're now going to flip-flop positions down in turns 3 and 4. Brandon Shepard goes down to the bottom, while the 93 and the 32 go back up to the top.
Dustin, it's 2.6. His biggest lead of the race so far. Garrett Alberson off the top of turn 4. And let's see if he stretches it out even more. 2.5 back to 2. Oh, just 2.5.
Only
2.5. But in a few more laps here, he's going to pick up the tail end of the field. 14 down, 31 to go.
You just saw the intervals there in the upper left-hand side of the screen. 45 laps is our distance tonight, as James mentioned. 15 in the books, 30 to go. 45 laps in honor of Cowboy. That was his car number. Original founder of the MLRA, 2.6 seconds the advantage for Garrett Alberson. You're looking back at third, fourth, and fifth now. Jonathan Davenport's gone to the low side, gives the high side to the 16 of Tyler Bruning. Bruning trying to take advantage of it.
Right now gets around the tail end of the field. Overton is out. And we still have 23 of the 24 starters running in this race. It's 2.9. This time around, as we scored lap 17, it's 2.9 for Alberson. Works his way out of turn two. Here's the battle. Here comes Moran on the bottom. Slides up between them. Bruning, good run on the outside. Plenty of grooves here. Pierce slides up the track.
Well, that's fun.
It gets slippery, doesn't it?
That was fun right there. Oh, love that camera shot of those guys going through turns 1 and 2. Now coming down the front straightaway, you really see how much they fan out in the corners. Now Bruning going to go down to the inside, and he just assaulted the Uke tire with the left front of that race car.
He's in trouble. He is in trouble, can't turn the wheel, and he is going, he's still going, but he's going to lose about 3 spots. Man, Tyler Bruning battling for third, and he is off the pace, and he is out of this one, and Pierce almost got into him.
Wow.
Will he make it back to the pit area? No, he does not, so we will have a Coltman Farms Racing caution. Tyler Bruning, again, another good hot rod, the Golden Beard and that Infinity by Wells.
I might need a Dave Warren Power Sports replay to see exactly how close Bobby Pierce came right there. I mean, the pucker factor had to be through the roof on that one, man.
Well, the infield tractor tire takes another one. Good, clean race in there, but Bruning's night, let's see, I don't know if he's going to come back. He's not running for points. He's running an independent schedule. Started off leading the Lucas Oil points this year. May have considered a run for it, but has missed some races. You have to have perfect attendance. So, yeah. 19 down, DJ. Alberson was 1.9 ahead of Thornton. And Davenport, Moran, O'Neill, Bruning was 6th. So Ferguson, Pierce, Shepard, McCowan, Wells up to 10th.
You can see that front bumper dragging the ground there on the 16 of Tyler Bruning. Mike Marlar back in the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit as well. We've got 19 laps in the books, 26 laps remaining.
I don't have a Hoker Trucking hard charger yet on my monitor here. Do you? Do you have who's
no, but I do know that Bobby Pierce has come from 15th up to 8th.
That's 7.
Yeah, Justin Wells has gone from 16th up to 11th.
5.
Okay. Dalton Wilson. How about Dalton Wilson from 23rd to 3rd?
13th.
Close. 23rd.
That would have been a great run in 19 laps.
Yes, it would have.
Hey, it's far from over. Let's see the Dave Warren Power Sports replay. DJ is right there. The battle got just barely. Yeah, right there.
He punted it hard. And then if we can stick with this replay, you're going to see how close Bobby Pierce comes to tagging him. He realizes there he's got pretty big issues. He is going to try to nurse it and realizes that he can't. And when he slows at the top side, oh, baby.
All right, so Tyler Bruning out of the race. So we've got 22 cars still out there. I believe Marlar is back out, his teammate. Yep, Mikey on the back. 19 down. Alberson's led from the start, unchallenged. Well, that's going to clear out lap traffic that was in front of him that he was getting to. So, man, tough night for Brandon Overton. Driveline failure in hot laps, comes back, runs 3 laps, running in the top 6. And he is done for the night. So Garrett Alberson, who's 4th in that 4th spot, looking to pick up some good points here tonight. That's Sunoco 58.
Looking good.
He looked great at Hagerstown. What did he lead 31 laps there at Hagerstown?
And to the point that Ben mentioned earlier as well, he has to feel like this place owes him one too. You know, he was so close to getting that first career Lucas Oil win here last year, and just that caution with a couple laps to go. Here we go, 26 laps remaining, 19 scored. Garrett Alberson's been your leader since the drop of the green.
Added a couple of new crew members this week, Thomas Grenzick, Dylan Alberson. Doing something different now. O'Neill gets a good restart on the bottom. Alberson trying to pull away. Thornton dives through the middle. O'Neill up third. Here comes Moran. Devin on the top. Ferguson working the bottom on Pierce into one. Good battles all over the track. Battle for second out of two. They're side by side. O'Neill and Thornton into turn three. And Alberson starting to pull away again. Here comes Moran on the top shelf, Dustin.
Lucas Oil Speedway is looking good here tonight. Ricky Thornton Jr. back to the second spot. Hudson O'Neill third. Look at those guys get those left fronts clear down on the very inside of the racetrack. And guys like the 99 of Moran letting it all hang out up on the high side by side momentarily for third. Moran trying to get a run up high on O'Neill.
22 down, nearing the halfway mark. Hellraiser Jack's halfway. Thornton, it's 1 second the advantage down the back straightaway. O'Neill third, Moran fourth. Davenport, who started on the front row, is back to fifth. Pierce, Shepard, Ferguson, McCowan, Justin Wells up to 10th in 98.
And this is the Hellraiser Jacks halfway point right here. Garrett Alberson will be your leader. You get $100. They go 3 wide momentarily back there for the fourth position. The 49 of Davenport, the 32 of Pierce up from 15th, and the 1 of Brandon Shepard.
Well, Davenport, who's dominated so much here, he's a two-time Show Me 100 winner, is going to lose another spot. And the Coleman Farms Racing caution is out. So that pass will be negated because we'll go back to the last scored lap 24, and it's for the 2 of Tyler Stevens. Does he have a tire down with 24 complete, Dustin?
I don't know, but he is going to make his way back to the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit, our 4th Coleman Farms Racing caution flag of the night. 24 laps scored, 21 laps remaining in this one. And Ben Shelton, from your vantage point in the infield, stereotypical take the leader out of the race, and you've got one whale of a battle from second on back.
Well, it's really fantastic, and you better put that leader back in the race because Ricky Thornton Jr. is starting to really find his groove out there. Like we seen the 20 RT do a lot the past few years. Alberson's looking good, but it really felt like Thornton was starting to close in on him. A year ago, Thornton broke his heart in this one. Man, can Alberson keep him behind him? Still 21 to go, but DJ, to your point, Huddy, Devin, JD, and Pierce, those guys are coming to life, and racetrack is really nice here tonight.
How about Donald McIntosh, 22nd to 10th, Destin, and Billy
good
Hicks,
run.
79, leading the Riley Auto Parts Rookie of the Year chase. Good job for him so far.
D-Mac told me today, he goes, wow, this is the coolest place I've been to in a long time. He was really impressed by it. He was excited to get out there. And let's be honest, this isn't always the easiest place to figure out. You see the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit with Spencer Hughes over there getting checked out, Tyler Stevens, and the Keith Hammett Motorsports entry. But yeah, I think McIntosh raced his way in, and that's a big deal for the Raleigh Auto Parts Rookie of the Year point leader.
Hilzebeck, who's second in the Riley Auto Parts points, 16th, and Ebert is 15th, by the way. Good run for them. So far, only 2 cars out of the race officially, DJ. They'll be Overton and Bruning. So it's Alberson, Thornton, O'Neill, Moran, Davenport, your top 5. Big break for Davenport there, kind of, because he lost another spot to Pierce.
Yeah.
But that was past when they passed the line, so that lap did not count.
Yeah, and equally as important, James, the 22 drivers still on the racetrack, they are all on the lead lap. So the yellow lights have been shut off. Green flag will wave this time by from the Foley Equipment flag stand. Garrett Alberson, your leader at the Nutrien Ag Solutions start zone.
4 cautions. He has been unchallenged to still in this race. Thornton and O'Neill. And they slide out at 2. Alberson still has the advantage. Battle behind them. Moran 4th. Here comes Davenport, Pierce, and Shepard. Off at turn 4. Garrett Alberson has led 25 consecutive laps here tonight. Look at this battle for second into turn 1, Dustin.
Hornet's nest back there, man. Don't count Devin Moran out. Moran started back in 12th, and he's making some hay around the high side of this racetrack. The Double Down Motorsports number 99. James up high, Ricky Thornton Jr. up high, Hudson O'Neill down low, all behind your race leader, Garrett Alberson, 19 to go.
Remember, Moran had a good car Saturday night. He was tracking down Thornton there. That was exactly the way it looked at Eagle, and in a caution flag, and then it was all Thornton the rest of the race. It's been all Alberson tonight. 27 laps complete. 18 to go. Battle for second. They're still side by side. O'Neill, Thornton, Moran. 4th. Davenport, Pierce, Ferguson, Shepard, McCowan, Justin Wells, your top 10. McIntosh, Gundaker, Dillard, Wilson, Hilsebeck, your top 15. Still only 2 cars out of the race.
Boy, to the point that Ben made, Garrett Alberson no longer able to pull away from him. James, 0.8 of a second, the advantage for the 58. Hudson O'Neal on the inside, been able to make up a little bit of ground. Ricky Thornton Jr. shuffled back to 4th, and back to 3rd, rather. Devin Moran right now in the 4th spot.
Left 15 to go next time around. 1 second exactly the lead for Garrett Alberson down the back straightaway, looking for his 2nd career win in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Hudson O'Neal digging on the bottom. You can run anywhere on this racetrack tonight, Dustin. There's no doubt about it, as we've got 15 to go for Alberson into 1. O'Neal's down to 0.7 of a second, the advantage out of 2. Here he comes.
Yeah, Hudson O'Neal making up ground in a hurry on your race leader, Garrett Alberson, coming around this time to 14 laps to go. Alberson still on the top. Hudson O'Neal kind of married to the middle. Here comes that SSI Motorsports number 71. He'll look down to the inside, side by side for the lead down the back straightaway. Alberson inches back ahead behind them. Devin Moran goes to 3rd. We got to double it up for you at home.
2 by 2 to the front through the top 6, half a car length. Alberson, 0.083 seconds. Will we have a new leader? O'Neal will slide up the track, and he's going to leave Alberson room. Garrett to the outside. 12 to go. A dozen out of turn 4. Will we have a new leader the first time in the race? It is Hudson O'Neal.
Hudson O'Neal officially going to be your leader on lap number 33. James, just 12 laps to go. And don't look now. Fastest car on the track the last time by. Your 3rd place car, Devin Moran, from 12th to a podium. He's going to try to reel in this lead duo now with 11 laps to go.
See if this thing stays green. O'Neal down to the bottom, Alberson up top. Down to the bottom is Moran and Thornton. Pierce is up to 5th. Where did he start? Did he start
15th?
15th to 5th. Davenport, Ferguson, Shepard, Justin Wells, Dillard, but all his eyes up front. 71 trying to make it 3 in a row at Wheatland. He won here twice, the spring shootout. $27,000 he brought back to Indiana. And right now he's got a 6-car length lead as they come off of turn 4 with 9 laps remaining.
Yeah, that 71 looks really good right now at the front of the field, and he's actually pulled away a little bit from Garrett Alberson and Devin Moran. As you see the gap back to that battle for the 5th spot that's been going on more than it hasn't between the 32 of Bobby Pierce and the 49 of Jonathan Davenport. James back up at the front of the field, though. Business is about to pick up because your leader, Hudson O'Neal, has caught the tail end of the field, and that's allowed Garrett Alberson to close back in on O'Neal.
And they're running the same line. He is Stuckey and Morant. Meanwhile, O'Neal's going to have to go to the top. Here comes Alberson down low. Here comes Moran to the top. Off at turn 4. Oh my, are you kidding me? Setting up here in this 45-lapper with 7 to go in traffic. O'Neal, Alberson, and Moran to settle it.
7 laps to go. Hudson O'Neal trying to hang on. He's going to work by the 1X of Aaron Morant. Clay Stuckey just in front. Devin Moran right there with the 58 of Alberson as well. 6 laps to go at Wheatland. Do they have anything for HUD?
Yeah, Alberson, quick work. Morant. Alberson, will he go back to the top? Moran on the bottom, out of turn 4. Give him 5 to go. From Rob Penrod, 5 to go. A 3-horse battle into 1. O'Neal, Alberson, Moran. 2 of them have not won this year in the Lucas Oil Series. Moran looking for win number 6 down the back straightaway. Well, O'Neal is going to have to get around Stuckey. Here comes Moran to the top. They'll have 4 to go.
Devin Moran going to try that top side. Track not taking rubber. James, lap times are not picking up at all. As a matter of fact, they're in the upper 17-7 bracket, or 17-second brackets. O'Neal slips high, coming off corner number 2, trying to work around Clay Stuckey. Here comes Alberson. Here comes Moran on the high side. 3 laps to go at Wheatland.
And Moran still married to the top. Remember, it shelves off up there. He gets a good run out of 2 down the back straightaway. 3 to go. It's 5/10 of a second. O'Neal still cannot clear Clayton Stuckey. Here comes Alberson. Moran through the middle. Off at turn 4. 2 laps to go to win the Cowboy Classic. Who's it going to be?
Hudson O'Neal just put a couple tenths between himself and Garrett Alberson, but Devin Moran trying to spoil the party. Moran from 12th to the inside of Alberson. They're both racing hard for second. James, this is the Barron's Performance, 1 to go.
And here comes 20 RT. Final lap. O'Neal 1.1 seconds. Battle for second. Moran and Alberson go side by side. Moran's going to gain the advantage. Thornton is right there. O'Neill off turn 4, took the lead back on lap 33. Looking for his first Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series winner of the year. He takes the twin checkers.
Second spot's going to go to Devin Moran, Garrett Alberson third, and Ricky Thornton Jr. fourth. Fifth was Jonathan Davenport. How about Carson Ferguson? A great run for him. He finishes sixth. Bobby Pierce seventh. Brandon Shepard eighth. Justin Wells with an outstanding run. He finishes ninth. And Cade Dillard rallies from the tail of the field up to 10th. Several movers and shakers in this one here tonight in the 12th annual running of the Cowboy Classic.
That was entertaining, right? Alberson led the first 32 laps. And then O'Neill leads for the finish, depending the UNOH scales.